are here on the City Buzz with someone who wears many hats, someone who has so much positivity, amazing vibes, and that I love to be around. Lisa Leone, hello.
Hello. Thank you so much.
Lisa, your energy gives me life. It
Thanks. Your energy gives me life. Look at us.
Like
we're giving life.
You had no idea. When I started this, I really wanted you on the show. You give inspiration to so many people, and I just want everyone to know about you and what you do for not only the community, just about your life as a whole.
Okay.
So we're going to get started.
I'm excited to share.
Yes, like I said, so many different hats, but we're going to get started with Volunteer Together. Okay. How did that all come about?
Okay. Volunteer Together. So I always loved giving back in the community, volunteering since back in the day. Literally in 5th grade, I was doing the Pennsylvania Hospital as a candy striper. It was interventional radiology recovery. So people would wake up after surgery and I would greet them. So I would be like, hello, I'm Lisa, I'm a volunteer. You're coming out of surgery. How are you?
Lisa, I had no idea
so
that
I
you
would
did
do
this.
that. Yeah, it was literally after school. And I would do it only on Thursdays. On Thursdays, it was literally white and red shirt. I don't know why. And they would wake up, they would talk to me, and then I would also do the schedule for the next day. It was just volunteer stuff because I couldn't volunteer at Children's Hospital till I was 16. So every year I would check where I could volunteer, where all that. So I just had a joy and love for just giving back and just getting to know people and hearing what their problems are and also their story. And it kind of stuck with me. And I was always like, all right, I wonder what's this going to turn into? But it was kind of more just my hobby. So I just did it when I wanted to do it. And then over the years, when you look back now, you're like, oh, you were doing it. This was part of your life. I would do it I did it in high school. I was part of the leadership club. When I went in college, I went to Louisiana. I went to South Africa, all of the leadership clubs that they offer. I always wanted to be part of it. And I was doing it, not even realizing Lisa, volunteering is your thing.
It is your
It was
thing.
never like that. It was just volunteering makes me happy. Mm-hmm. Why not do things that make you happy?
1000%.
That's all it is.
Exactly. And you're doing something nice for people.
Right. And my favorite part is it's free.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Honestly, if I'm having a rough day or if I'm having a good day, if I just need to go and just be or want to just get involved and do something different, there's so many volunteer opportunities out there that you could sign up and I would just go out there. A lot of times alone, my parents would be like, where are you going? I'm like, I just signed up for this. My dad's like, all right. They would pick me up after volunteering, always supportive.
1000%.
Met so many great people. And now that I'm older, all of the people that I met there, I'll talk later about it, but we had an event last night and it was at a place I volunteered when I was in high school. And the workers that work at this organization saw there and they're like, Lisa, we know you from high school. You meet so many incredible people through the journey. I'm now finally realizing, wait, volunteering is my hobby, but it's also I think I'm supposed to be doing more with it, which is why I started Volunteer Together. I was I feel when I say, hey, does anyone want to come volunteer with me? I get feedback.
Yeah,
and I'm
you get a lot of feedback.
I get a lot of feedback and I'm all right, this is cool. I have friends to volunteer with. Mm-hmm. That's it. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
I get to go box food at Phil Abundance with my dad, my brother, my mom, my cousin Jen, my friends from school.
You're creating memories with them and doing
and we have so much fun.
There's always so much fun with your family.
I'm gonna have to send you videos and you have to share it because
1000%.
literally boxing it and throwing the cans to each other or I'll never forget my cousins were teasing my one friend had to put the pasta in the box because you have to put everything in the box a certain way so it fits.
Like Tetris.
And they were hiding it. It's coming down the conveyor belt and they're hiding all the pasta. So he's like, where's the pasta? Because it just keeps going and the box is going. It felt like the Lucy and Ida Lucy when the chocolates.
I was never there. I would love to do that one day.
It's such a vibe. The way you laugh and just create memories and you're doing good. Every time I leave, everyone's like, thank you. And I'm like, for what? For what? Thank you for showing up. All I did was let you know about the opportunity.
And you showed up.
You showed up.
Man, that's so beautiful.
And because of that, like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm still on the journey figuring out like what is Volunteer Together. It is a nonprofit in the state of Pennsylvania. Like, it's certified. We have Volunteer Together. It is a thing. I'm just debating like where it's going to go, because to me it is a hobby. Like, I do so many other things. I am an actress. I'm an aunt. I do a million different things. So I'm trying to figure out where it's going to go to. But I know I'm supposed to be doing this, and I know it's supposed to be like a social group.
Yes.
And I know I'm supposed to be using my platform and telling people here, like, get involved. And like, I because I'm getting such good feedback.
Exactly.
Like, when things fall into place and you don't know why, I don't want to question it. I'm just going to keep going. Like,
let the journey ride.
Like, I don't know why. It's just coming together so easily and beautifully. And I think it's just supposed to be that way. So I'm just like enjoying it. And more people, more impact is our motto.
More people, more impact.
I don't say no. If people want to get involved, please, the more the merrier. Like, I remember in middle school, my friends, I was like, I'm going to Louisiana to build a house with the leadership club. Who's coming? Yeah, it was Habitat for Humanity. Our school teamed up with them. I was like, who's coming? Yo, we're going to build a house. Like, you build it, and at night you go out and you explore the city. Like,
who doesn't want to do that?
Who doesn't want to do that?
Why didn't you ask me to do this?
Well, you got to be at my school.
Oh, come on.
So literally, I tell them, they all go to the office to sign up. They're like, there's a limit. And I had a moment, I was like, I understand logistics, the school bus to get there. I know all of that. The chaperones with the school, all liable. I get it. But I had a moment of like, no, why can't we build 2 houses then?
Yeah.
Why don't we get another bus, get more teachers involved? Like, why are we turning away volunteers? And from that moment, I never knew what it meant, but I was like, it stuck with me. And like, that's my main thing with, I won't turn around. I won't say no to someone that wants to help or wants to volunteer or wants to donate or wants to be like, hi, I have a store. How can I help? There are so many ways. Just put a flyer giving awareness what's going on, maybe to a foundation that like interests you, maybe just something. There's so many ways to get involved. And so like, I'm just on this journey with Volunteer Together, and it'll be 5 years next year. And I'm going to do, I think like a showcase of everything we've done collectively.
Yeah.
Because it's so much, and I'm like getting overwhelmed because I'm like, where do I start? And I'm so passionate about it, but we do so much incredible work over the past 4 years that I'm just like, we'll get into it because I want to talk about last night's event.
Yeah. So you do like you did Philip Abundance.
Yeah.
What are some other places? I know the Ronald McDonald
So
House.
the Ronald McDonald House, I did in South Jersey and in Los Angeles.
Oh, you did one in Los Angeles too.
I have. So like, this is the fun about it. I'm like, why don't I do like a tour around the States?
Yeah.
At some point, like.
And you can explore it
Because
and see so many
they have a Ronald McDonald House in every state. So like, why not? So I went to the Los Angeles one, and it was beautiful. It's bigger than the one in South Jersey. And they all have different vibes. They all have different, the way the rooms are decorated and all that stuff. The environment's all different. And so I did the Ronald McDonald House in South Jersey and LA. I did in college, one of my favorite internships, intern, because you should experience and hands-on experience things and then go from there to see if you like it. Why was I at Children's Hospital? I wasn't a nurse. I said, I like to entertain. I like to talk.
I remember
what
when you
can
did
I
that
do? I did the Ryan Seacrest Foundation.
I thought that was amazing when you did that.
An internship is 1 semester. I stayed for 3 years.
You did. I remember.
I didn't get credit after the first semester, but then I turned into like a regular volunteer, but at that department. But like,
Lisa, I thought that was amazing that you did that.
it is so, look into it, the Ryan Seacrest Foundation. It is so incredible what they're doing at the hospitals. And I think they have like 12 studios in like all the children's hospitals around the States. I have so many stories. I don't even know. I'm like, so many incredible people I met just of like going through cancer and then coming down to the studio because they just want to sing.
Wait, that's
or
beautiful.
They just wanted to play like bingo, and we play bingo because why not? Like, come down to the studio. You're dealing with all this treatment, all the emotions. Come down to the studio. It looks cool. Even today with this, like Felicia has this whole setup. Phil's doing all his thing. There's a soundboard back there. There's this mic. Like, I feel like it makes you feel like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So having them come into the studio at the hospital, the energy changes. And we just, if they want to sing, if they want to play an instrument, we could do like interviews. They could interview me. They could be a host, a DJ host. I was DJ Lisa Lee, whatever they want.
DJ Lisa
Lee. I would do entertainment news. And like, I'd be like, call down the 55555. They could call down from their rooms, interact with me. I would be like, who thinks they know the number one hit for today? If they got it right, I'd be like, I'm sending the prize up to your room. How cool.
Lisa, that's like a dream.
I know. I think about it all the time. I probably will go back. It's called the Ryan Seacrest Foundation. They're in children's hospitals. It's just like a way of like child care, child life to help the kids kind of just
be happy
and get out of all medical stuff when they're at the hospital.
That's so nice.
I met so many incredible people through this.
I always thought that was like a really incredible thing that you ever did. Like, I remember you doing that. I just always remember you and your family giving back to the community.
Alex's Lemonade, the lemonade stands down the shore. At Chickies and Pete's.
Yeah.
I was watching your previous interview and I'm like, shout out to Chickies and Pete's, because like for us in the South Philly location, like I remember I have a picture upstairs. I might have been like 12. And I went there. I was like, I want to hold an Alex's Lemonade stand. She's fighting for cancer. This is when it was getting started. And they were like, yeah, just have it out front. Raised $1,200 that night. And I was 12 and I just could not believe it. And we had one every year there at Chickies when it was like the Phillies opening, and it was like always when things were going all at the stadium, so that the crowd, all that.
They all migrate there.
So supportive. Like
Chickies and Pete's, like Pete, he's always supportive of the community, which is really nice as well.
And I love that stuff. And it's right there. It's like right behind. So like it's
in our backyard.
In our backyard. And I just like doing that, the lemonade stands, having all of our community, Packer Park.
Yes.
All come and support. I would put flyers in the church bulletin, all of that stuff around. My parents, my family, all coming down. And that's why I think Volunteer Together is the way it is, because my whole life I've worked with so many different organizations. Volunteer Together isn't a specific, it's unique because it doesn't work with, we don't just work with childhood cancer.
Exactly.
It's whatever. You come to me and your brother overdosed.
Yes.
Your brother had cancer. Your grandparents is a vet, and whatever it is, I then say, how do we want to help? And then we go to different organizations that focus on that. So I'm constantly learning, but I'm also using my past tools, all of the organizations that I teamed up with.
Yeah.
The breast cancer walk that everyone does on Mother's Day. Up on City Hall, we all did that as a family. Like, so I learned through the years, like you learn about all the organizations, and then I'm using that as like also like, research and leader, and how I'm leading my nonprofit and stuff like that. So it's interesting, the full circle that's happening, and it's only, I feel like, the beginning.
It is the beginning. It is the beginning, but you're so dedicated, and like I said, your family, you're very supportive of each other, supportive of the community, and like Volunteer Together is a perfect name for what you guys are doing. It really is. I'm so proud of you for that.
I love it.
I'm glad. You have to do something that you love. And
you already know we could talk about this for an hour. We're both dreamers.
Yes.
We're both artists.
Yes.
Like, we've been doing this since the Newman Players together.
Literally was my next topic. My next topic was saying, I'm sure that your, dream of being an actress started in the Newman Players.
Yes, 100%. Honestly,
2002.
I will be honest. I think it might have started at Jason Douglas.
Okay.
Jason, when I would dance there, it was always like, I don't know. I always had like a funny skit in the middle. Like if it was like everyone was doing cartwheels, but then like they would put me in the center, and like I had to like do like the guitar, and like it was always, I was like, wait, like why is everyone doing cartwheels, but I'm in the middle like this? I could do a cartwheel, but it was still like there was something about like it's a show, it's a dance, and there was something, I guess, whatever song, like there was a part where it made sense for me to do. It was like Mambo number 5 or so. There was a part for me just to be in the middle. Maybe it was like a music break.
Well, Jason shows are very,
it's not,
very
it's
like,
a performance.
Yes, that's what it is.
It's a whole.
You have to. It's being an entertainer, and that's what you are.
And from that to Newman Players to just being community theaters, all of it, and like following through with it. We knew it made us happy. We did it our whole like childhood. Why stop just because we're adults? Why stop because now you're a mother? Like there's there's no reason not, like it brings me so much joy. Why would I stop?
Exactly.
Between volunteering and acting, I could talk for days, but we could I could talk about acting and stuff, but like they bring me so much joy. I don't get why I wouldn't make it a priority. Not
I feel
even
like it makes you have a purpose.
100%.
It feels like a void in you. Like I feel like when you're not doing it, you feel like you're like not living your purpose in life. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and it's not that deep. It's just
Something that you
don't-
just feel like you have to be doing because it's a part of you.
And it makes more sense when you experience it.
Exactly.
Last night I went to sleep. I can't even tell you. I'm like, should I make a video? Because I'm like this. I was so happy after the event. I was like,
And you can't go to sleep.
I didn't know what to do. I'm like looking at the pictures. I'm like, no, I already like my community on Instagram is just like 3,000 of us, a good, strong, tiny, but
I
mighty.
enjoy your videos. I do. I watch all. If you do a story, I watch, and you have one like a real long one. I watch every one of them. I enjoy them, and like I think you get that from your mom with
I know.
Patty Live.
I know. I do.
I really do.
I've been watching a lot of your previous things, and it's like so funny how a lot of us are like our parents.
It's the truth.
A lot of it.
We get it
comes-
all from our parents. We
Yeah.
do. And it's just
we're both thinking of my mom. She's just. I wish she was here right now.
wish she was
She's
here.
not out now, right? Okay. Oh,
Listen, we are in Lisa's house right now. Like, what better? I'm so sad that Patty's not whipping up us some food right now.
I know. Can I tell you how I came? Why I asked you if we could do it here.
Yeah. Tell me.
So I was talking to my best friend Gia. I'm like, Gia, I'm doing Felicia's podcast. I was like, I know you've been seeing the videos. Everyone's on it. Hey. And I'm like, but I want to do it somewhere fun. It's the Virgo in me. I'm like, and I'm also an artist and I think about detail. And I'm
Yes.
like, all right, I want to set. I want to help like we come
Yeah.
together. I've been dying to work with you and collab and do something.
1,000%. We've
Like
been
this is
trying-
just the beginning. Like
We've
this
been
is just.
trying to do stuff
I
together.
know. Like there needs to be a film. Like we'll talk. We're gonna get to that because
Yes.
I need to plug like any Philadelphia actors. We need to get together. And like,
1,000%.
but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But like so many of like, what was I just saying?
We were talking
Oh,
about
why
Gia.
I'm in. Okay.
Yeah.
So Gia's, thank you. So Gia's like, I said, where can I have it? I'm like, my brother has an office. We could do it there. There's space. And I'm like, but I want it to like be a spot that like speaks to me. And to be honest, I was going to say, do you want to do it at CVS? You're probably like, why? Why CVS?
So why
Because
CVS?
period products. And I was going to say, maybe we could talk about like period products.
Yes.
Because like I'm an activist for menstrual products.
Yes. A little drippy. It's all right.
A little excited. I'm like, I don't want to stop. I need water. So I was like, let me do it at CVS. I'm like, I can't do that because we're going to talk for hours. Granted, we bum. She's like, have it at your house. You come home to be with your family. Like you're a South Philly girl.
Yes.
You moved to LA, but you come home like a lot.
Yes.
A lot.
So how was that transition?
In which way?
So
Like, is it different? Moving? Like, what do you mean?
So for me personally, like just thinking, like when I was younger, like I could have moved to LA if I wanted to.
100%. I thought you were.
Yeah, like, and I always wanted to, but I couldn't leave my family. Like you had the courage to do that, and like even like thinking like, you know, I live in Philly. Like, do I want to move over the bridge? And then like, oh well, then I'm
Over the bridge.
over the bridge, and here Lisa is like 3,000 miles away. Like I even feel like that.
600.
Oh, I'm close. I'm close. I'm proud of myself.
I think it's funny because I look on Find Friends when I track my bands.
Yeah.
I'm like, should I get a tattoo and it says the miles? How cute would that be?
Wait, that's a really great idea.
Because I've been in the same apartment out there, like in LA. I was like, in the mile, like it'd be cute.
Wait, that's like a really awesome tattoo.
I'm none, but I'm like scared. But I'm like,
Neither do I.
you go, just do it.
Wait, I don't know. I always think, should I get a tattoo? I don't
You
know what I would
non-zero?
get. Non-zero.
Oh,
Lisa,
was it
me
zero?
and you are like the same. And our parents are friends. Your dad cracks me up because guess what? You know what I love about, our relationship? Our families are like families
Yes.
within itself. And whenever we see each other, like your parents are at our family parties.
In so many different ways.
Yeah.
Is it like we're family because we live in the same neighborhood? Is it family because my mom's best friends with your family?
Yeah, I think
Is it because we grew up together?
I don't know.
Is it
It's
because we went to the same church? It's like it's a Philly thing.
It's a Philly thing.
But like,
I don't know. I think it all started with my cousin Carol.
yeah.
I think it all did.
Yeah.
Like I think
But
that
plus,
she
we're also both, our parents are both stage parents.
Yes. Your
That's
dad,
the thing.
my dad,
Who was
your
just
mom.
saying, my
Jeb was literally sitting down in a chair watching us as our audience.
literally my dad. Like, and I know, and it's funny because my parents will be like, yeah, like how your parents are so supportive. How like, is your dad your manager?
Yes, he's my Papa Puns. He's my dadager.
I'm obsessed with it. Because, like, I don't know if it's to fill me, but I don't trust anybody else.
No, listen, my dad has gotten me out of a lot of, either contracts or people trying to take advantage of me in the business as a kid, I could have went down like a really terrible road of signing something I wasn't supposed to. Money.
Yeah.
People try to get over on you so many different ways.
100%.
And then because they see my dad and they don't want to get over on me.
No.
Some people don't want to work with me because they look at my dad, but we're good. We're okay.
No, you need that.
Yeah.
You need a team in every aspect.
I love that you said that, because no matter what you do in life, you need a team. Like, I have a team for my son right now. Like, I use that word so much. I have a team. My family's my team. The community's also our team. Just think like how you use the community for people to volunteer, or even just like your videos and stuff. People relate to people because we're all doing the same things. And I just think everyone's our team.
I love that, because also last night I was going to sleep and I'm looking through the pictures. I'm trying to go to sleep after the event. And I was so excited, and I'm going through and I'm like, wow, tonight was different. I didn't just have volunteers. I also had veteran volunteers that are now not becoming leaders, that are leaders. Not like they became leaders through like my volunteer, not that. It's that because we volunteer together, we know how to work together now. They're now, because they're comfortable, they are now acting as leaders. Lisa, you need hairdressers and barbers for the event? Yes, I would love to cut the hair for the families at the house. There's 60 people at the house. Could we cut hair for free and style? All ages, not just girls. They usually at the house, for some reason, they get hairdressers and they do just the women. No, I want men and I want all people.
Exactly.
All ages. Babies. I love seeing the little kids get their haircut. Shout out to my girl, little Hannah, last night at the house. She was so cute. She got her haircut and then she got braids. It's so cute. I brought lollipops so they could, it was a whole vibe. It was a whole vibe. I was able to think of it all because Brittany stepping in and handling the hair team. I then was like doing what I love to do. I have to plan where everyone's going to go.
Yeah.
The visual decorations. And I was like, oh, I want to make it look like a salon, lollipops. Little stick, like, like, what do you think?
Yes.
And so I was able to get to that point because I had the help of another leader joining me, a team.
You were able to
like
think of like the little details and everything.
She's been there. My mom's like, Lee, go handle the haircuts. I'm making the cookies in the back. She's like, she's done enough. My dad, they have a state of the, like, this awesome dishwasher at the Ronald McDonald House because they have so many people. So they put it through like a sanitation dishwasher.
Yeah.
My dad loves it. That's his duty. He's doing all the plates. He's like, Lee, they've done it more than 20 times. It's been a decade we've been doing it. So they've done it having the team. I could focus on the food truck that's coming with the dessert.
Yes.
The waxing ladies that are coming. We had a live performance last night. Like, I could focus on all of that because of our team.
There's no better family to do it than yours, though. Yeah. I think that's so nice. And like, you have little people under you, like your nieces, that I truly can see them wanting to do that as well.
I try to teach them, like, I want to do like a movement where it's like, so being kind and also just with volunteering, like in a sense where when I walked my nieces to school, I told them, I was like, the crossing guards, let's say hi to them. They're going to be crossing you for the next year.
Exactly.
And then if they switch, but I think they kind of stay. I remember my crossing guards. I was a safety. Like, I remember all of that. So like we go past and I walk with them to school and I introduce them and we make a relationship. And it's like little things like that. My nieces are they go to school with
Lucas.
With the boys.
And Lucas and I think Julianne, who goes?
Jules goes to daycare with the other one?
With Nathan, I believe. Yeah, we're the twins. So I don't know. They're all around the same age.
They're all the same age. They all go to school, but like she's not legally, she can't be at the Ronald McDonald House cooking, but what can she do? She could be nice to her crossing guard. She could be nice to her friends at school. She could be nice to her teacher.
I know you miss them when you're not.
Oh, my FaceTime is a blessing.
Thank God for FaceTime.
Oh.
Here's me. Like I said, like even thinking about if I am or am not going to move over the bridge, like my nephews, and I'm like,
yeah, because you have 4 nephews. I can't.
I have my oldest one who lives in Jersey now, but then I have the babies here.
The baby, right?
Yeah, and I think to myself, I can't leave these
Wait,
kids. Yeah, my mom has all grandsons. Yeah.
just realized
Yeah,
that.
no girls. I'm the princess still.
I love that though.
Yeah, there's something wrong with that. But yeah, I'm like, FaceTime's like such a big thing.
I
Thank
honestly
God
don't
for it.
know.
Like, and I always see, you could still stay so involved in their lives, and you're really great at that, like juggling so many different, like I said, hats in your life.
I
Like,
think it's just part of how we grew up though. Like my mom knows to call me if they're at a dance recital.
I love that.
If she did, Ma,
What are you doing?
that would be
You'd be devastated. You'd be devastated.
devastating.
I really think that that's when your
Dance
mom
recital.
started, like,
Even when they're
Patty
cooking.
Live.
When they're cooking.
Yeah, you want to be involved.
If my mom's sister comes over, my Aunt Mary, like she'll be like, Pat, I can't sleep. Can I come over? And they'll start making a regatta pie.
Yes.
If she doesn't at least just FaceTime me for a second to be like, Aunt Mary's here and what they're doing, and then my cousins will stop. Like, no, unacceptable.
This house is a revolving door right now. It's pouring. Where we would have had, monsoon Mazza coming.
You have to interview Monsoon.
I think that would be amazing. Monsoon Mazza would be here. Patty is not walking through the door yet, and I'm still waiting.
She'll be here. She'll make an appearance.
But I just think that, like I said before, nothing's like a South Philly house, like a revolving door. And I know that you miss that when you're in LA. Can you touch on some projects that you've done in LA?
Yeah.
Because you do some incredible things out there. You've also been on red carpets, and I think that's so amazing.
I feel like Hannah Montana.
Living two lives.
I feel like I'm living two lives.
Yes.
I love Philly and LA are completely different. I love both. I've been in LA for 9 years.
Yes.
I have friends that have become family. I've bought my new car out there. Like I made like things like I have big things there. Like it's not just it doesn't feel like a justification when I'm there. It feels like a part of home in LA. And I when I'm there, I feel like a lot of my creative side gets to shine. Everyone I'm surrounded by, a lot of artists. I went to college, did the Sales University for acting and directing, graduated with a bunch of actors. I just know a bunch of actors because I'm an actor.
Yes.
So I'm surrounded by working actors at this point because now I'm 31. So we've been out of school, and a lot of people that continue, they're killing it. They are booked and they are blessed. And I am surrounded by a lot of incredible artists. And it is so much fun. We create so many things. I have opportunities to go to red carpets. I've been to a lot, and it's so cool.
Yeah,
it
is
it's
so cool.
It's so much fun. I meet so many incredible people. I get all dolled up. It's good vibes. You're celebrating
it's all about the good
something,
vibes.
all like something magical. The magic of movie making, of artists coming together, and then like. After the actors do their work, like post-production, baby, when you finally see it in a theater with the lights and the dark and everyone surrounding and they're laughing at your jokes. And even if I'm there as supporting my best friend as they crush it on set, or if I'm there, I'm doing something, or if I'm there and I help produce it.
It's just a great feeling.
Being a part of a project, being a part of a team, as we keep going back to.
Yes, it's all about a team.
Having this creative side, especially having like using the talents. I mean, my favorite movie is A Bronx Tale, and they say like the worst thing in life is wasted talent.
It's the truth.
And it's one of the things.
Maybe we'll get that as a tattoo together.
We're gonna have a sleeve by after season 1 of this podcast.
We'll do our miles. Mine will be 0 with my parents because I literally am up their butts all the time.
Then you're gonna have to get your pocket season 1.
Yeah, then our next one is the wasted talent quote. Lisa, I think by the end of today we're gonna have all tattoos on our arms.
I mean, a whole thing.
But no, I really love that. Like, you are like Hannah Montana, like our real life Hannah Montana.
I'm just doing what I like. Is it hard? Like, obviously, like, yeah.
You juggle it so well, though. You really do. I admire that about you. I do.
I think it's because I knew if you're gonna get into that, if you're gonna get into the industry of entertainment, it's hard.
It is.
I hate it when people would tell me that. I remember being 12. You probably remember this feeling. You would tell your uncles, everyone says, what do you want to be when you grow up? That's like the number one thing. What do you want to be when you grow up? And I would say an actress. Well, what else do you want to be? What do you mean?
Lisa, I still get
And
that.
it's a whole
I'm
thing.
30. I still get that. Okay. What else do you want to do? This.
No, it comes to a point of like you have to be able to say it's like it's not what do you host a podcast. You don't want to host, but you don't. It's not. You're not trying to be a host. You are.
Listen,
I am an actor.
You know what I love?
Like, you know.
You fake it before you make it.
Yeah.
You made it, girlfriend.
100%.
Like, you're doing
100%.
it. Yeah. Like,
Ain't no one gonna tell me differently.
No.
Because like also like what is it? It gets so deep. Like, and we could sit here for hours. But like, what does it mean to what does it mean to you of making it? What does it mean to them? Like,
yes.
you won't. It's the whole thing. Like, if you're doing the work and you know, like.
That's so crazy that you said that because, like, what is the definition of making it, right?
Yeah.
And this was, like, a few years ago, I kept thinking, like, oh, I failed. I failed as, like, a singer or whatever. And then I think to myself, you know what? Like, I did a lot of things that some people have never done in the city of Philadelphia. Like, I should be proud of myself.
100%.
Like, I don't have thousands and millions of dollars behind me that I can be on every radio station and do all this stuff. So, like, I had to, like, pull myself back and like be proud of my accomplishments.
Yeah.
And like I tell people that all the time, like be proud of what you did, even if it's like the littlest thing. Like you need to be proud of different things that you've done in life because it's part of your journey.
Some people don't take the Look, she's all nervous. I could tell. She's like, I don't know what to do. Just be yourself.
Be yourself.
And be that way.
Yes.
Just be yourself.
Come on here.
It's not a blizzard. I know. I need to get back to sunny California.
Yes, it's raining here. Come on, Patty. Patty Live is coming on. Yes, Patty Live.
Stephanie's got some chicken cutlets or something. Hi, girl.
Yes, Patty. We love Patty.
What do you got to say? Anything?
Nah, it's raining out there like crazy.
Yes, it is. Oh, we were waiting for you. We've been talking about you the whole time. All good things. There's never bad things about you, Patty.
Oh, gosh.
Now, the podcast is on another level right now.
Now we could start.
Now we can really start because Patty's here. But, you know, like we talked about you with like, you know, your nieces and all. How did you now become a nanny for like other people out in LA that you've never met before? Like, I know that would be hard for me. How did that start for you?
Honestly, super easy. Okay. When I went out there, I said, I'm going out there to act and to make money to survive because Los Angeles is expensive. Everyone knows that.
Yes.
I said, I'll nanny because I love little kids and I'm going to miss my family. So the whole thing was, I'm going to nanny on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so I can audition Monday through Friday.
Great plan.
Granted, I didn't know what was going to happen, how it was going to fall in, and how my life was going to be like #1 nanny of LA, and I was going to love it, and it was going to be 9 years, and I'm still doing it, and I've been on the most once-in-a-lifetime experiences with this jobs as nanny. Did wait a lot of different families that I never thought would even go that far.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful it did. But so I knew I wanted to be a nanny because of that. So I was like, where can I look? So you go on Google and everyone says like care.com, you know, the nanny.
Yeah. So then,
you know, it's like, it's
background
you
check,
know,
stuff like that.
I'm very like tech savvy. So I'm like, where could you go? Care.com. I look on there. You get a 7-day trial. It was day 6. I had one more day and I'm like applying to families and I applied to one on the last day before I do the membership for $36.99 because I thought that was a lot. Like, I'm like,
the price?
oh yeah, because now it's like 60.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is 9 years ago. I'm like, wow, life.
Yeah,
But
that's crazy
it was
how
like-
everything goes up.
Yeah,
Even that.
I'm like,
an
I
app.
can't believe we're at that age where we could see like, wow, like back in the day, our parents would be like,
Wow.
oh, the movies was $1.
Yeah, we're like, my grandpa would say the movies was like a nickel. I was like, a
not
nickel?
$1. Right.
Oh, yeah, my Christmas gift was an orange. An orange, I would say, I feel so bad.
But our movies was probably like $12. Now they're what, 20?
I don't
So I
even
could
know.
say that.
No,
but
it's how about like eggs and stuff, like how much milk and all is like that.
I can't believe we're #adulting.
Why,
I can't believe.
why are we an adult? Okay,
I don't know.
Keep going.
What were we talking about again?
We were talking about how much money
Thank you.
the app is.
I know.
Well, mind blowing.
Wait, how did we?
It was because we were talking about how you became a nanny.
And I said how much that, wow, okay. So with the nanny, so then I did the care.com, I got an interview and I was like, wow, I don't have to pay for the another month. So I was excited. I'm like, all right, let me see like where this family is located. And it's at Beverly Hills. Someone coming from Philly, I don't know, like Beverly Hills, it just seems bougie.
Oh, yeah,
Like you think,
1,000%.
oh my God, like,
Yeah.
oh my God. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go out for the interview. So I'm like, Mom, I'm going to Beverly Hills, which is like 15 minutes from like Studio City where I live.
Yeah.
Like near Burbank, the Valley, all over there. And I get there and it's a beautiful home. Just what you saw in the movies, palm trees, right a block away from Rodeo Drive. Beautiful home. I get there, the estate manager welcomes me.
Estate manager.
Yeah, her name's Rose. I'm still friends
Yeah.
with all of them. She welcomes me. She was British, and I'm like, oh my God, an accent. And I'm like, I feel like her on. I'm like, this is palm trees, Rodeo.
What am I?
Like, I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
And I'm
Like mind blown.
Yeah, I felt like, and everyone laughs, but I felt like I was like kind of like Fresh Prince, like going to like the bell, like coming from Philly, and
Yeah.
like I'm still going in. I'm like, how you doing? They're like, hello, can I take your like? I'm like,
Yeah.
So we interview, and I remember at the end she said something like, one of the questions led to me saying, anyone I nanny, I'm just going to treat them as if they're my family.
Yeah.
And whatever it was, she was like, I have like 20 more interviews to do tomorrow. We're going to cancel it. I want to hire you. And they hired me on the spot, and I took it, and I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, full time. It was like 40 hours on the weekend. During the week, I would audition, go on set, be a production assistant. I know we could probably talk all about that, like just being an artist, going into LA for the first time, like emailing, doing headshots, postcards, business cards, all the websites, that like all the actor databases, applying and being a production assistant on a horror film.
Yeah.
Overnight filming. From 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. I was a PA, so a production assistant. I mean, you just like you do whatever they need on set.
Anything.
And
Even
it
if they
was
want coffee.
dark in the middle of like, we were like in the woods filming this horror film. I was petrified. Like when they'd be like, can you get the talent? I'd be like walking. It was like in the woods. I'd be like, oh my God.
Be like, excuse me.
It was but I love horror films, but I was like, oh my God, this is fake. And I did that. And I had to pick up supplies at the house where I was like getting supplies for the shoot. And I'm there, and the husband of my boss was writing. And I'm like, what are you writing? He's like, oh, I'm a writer. I have writer's block. I'm walking around. I'm writing a script for a movie. I'm like, oh my God, I'm an actor. Can you like get me in or whatever? He's like, oh, why don't you help us with casting? Went from a PA to doing casting, like all of these different little opportunities I was able to do during the week because I was working on the weekend.
Well, the thing is about you is like you are a people person, so you could talk to anybody, which you really can, which is also like why you're able to meet so many different people, but you keep relationships with people, which is really nice.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
like,
super important, especially in the business that we're
yes, you have to keep a relationship with people, because there might be something that they're writing and they're like, they write something, they're like, you know what? Lisa, she would fit perfect in that spot just by meeting you that one time.
And can I share the story of how I even met Holland from LA when I lived in California?
Let's do it.
I was in college. It was senior seminar. Our professor comes in and he basically scares us, being like, you have 3 weeks left before you graduate. Like, how are you going to make it? In apartments in New York are this much. In LA, they're this much. And you're like, oh, student loans. What? Like, I just want to be an actress. I want to make it. Like, that's what you're thinking. But you're like, reality of everything. How are you going to get an agent? All of this. I left that class, went on to every show that I watched, and went on to the credits and emailed all of the casting producers, whatever.
What a great idea.
This one girl, Holland, I had like her real email. It wasn't like a work email. It was like her personal somehow. And so it was like, let me email her. She didn't answer me. I did another email 3 months later after I graduated. She answered me. She goes, your other email went to spam. She goes, wait. And she's the one that hired me for the horror film, then the casting. And that's when I realized that was my first year out in LA, and I was like, I could do this.
Yes.
It's all about who you know. If you want to do it, there's opportunities. You just have to like be open, and you have to be like available. And I was during the week because of nannying.
Yes.
The families I worked for were extremely like understanding of the career I wanted and how I was balancing it. The nannying jobs brought so many incredible opportunities that we could talk about. I got to travel the world with them. A lot of the families I nannied for, they're successful families.
Yes.
And so I got to travel the world. I've been to Dubai, India, Mexico, so many different places.
And if you follow Lisa on social media, you can see them all because I stalk her.
Yeah,
I'm living my life through Lisa.
I love being a nanny. I feel like I get to entertain. I feel like Miss Rachel
You're a
Emerald
fun
person.
nanny, though. You take them places. You do arts and crafts with them. You take them
I
to.
love it.
You're one person that you nanny.
Yeah,
like
I take them
your mom even has a relationship with him. Like it's like his South Philly grandma.
Yeah,
Like-
my mom treats all of the kids I nanny for throughout the years. There have been so many. I mean, my first job was with Solomon. My family knows Solomon. They become, because I'm with them all the weekend.
yes.
And that's the way I am. I
Yes.
don't need they don't need to know my family. It's I think the Philly in me where I'm like, I want you to meet my mom. You mean so
Exactly.
much to me. I want you to meet my family. They know my nieces.
Yes.
And it becomes, when you nanny, it's a type of job where like, you're not logistically, it is a job and you have to know your boundaries and where you stand. But the position is something where like you can be part of the family. Yeah, there is boundaries and stuff, but like it's that type of job where like you have to
care for that
I
person.
care for them.
Yes.
Like they are, like I treat them as if I'm caring for my cousins, my nieces, my brothers, like we have so many inside jokes. It's a really great bond. And even besides the kids, my bosses, the parents, love them. I work for the coolest people, successful people that inspire me. Like
Inspirational. You have to be around those people.
They're go-getters, but they also already made it. So like even just being around them, like my one boss, like I don't want to like name drop, and I probably can't share too much, but like so inspiring. Like I just like even just like being around them, I love it, and just hear like how it's so motivating, and I have a bond with them when we travel. My one family, we traveled to India, Vrindavan, and I was there to be a nanny, and the parents were helping open up a school, and they were filming a documentary. And through that experience, my life changed a lot. I went to Vrindavan, and I loved the school that my boss was a part of.
Yes.
And so when I left, I was like, I would love to give back or help in any way I can, because it is in Vrindavan, specifically the school we were helping. It's the students go to school there, and it's from sponsors. So it's like if the school wasn't built, it's an all girls school, they wouldn't be able to receive education. So it's any way I could help this school keep running, and they offer free clean water to the area and the village. Like it's beautiful what the school does. They get free meals, they get an education. They tell these girls that like they
really
can.
nice.
I was like, I want to be connected, and I want to like can help and collaborate any way I can. This is where the menstrual product was born.
That is amazing.
I know I could talk for hours, and I apologize. I know because
I feel like we need to do like another one when Lisa comes back in the summer.
There's so much that ties
coming
into
back
it.
this summer?
I am.
Okay,
Duffers, how we
great.
doing down the shore?
Duffers.
I mean, I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
think
Yeah.
that would be a great recap.
There's just
we can
so
do something
many
down the
moving
shore.
parts.
Yes. Oh my God, I think that this is like really great. I love this. I really think that the menstrual product thing that you do is really nice. I remember you walking around the city putting up flyers. Right here, yes. I love this. I remember actually going into Venus salon.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God, that's my friend Lisa's thing. And she's like, yeah, she's so nice. And I was like, that is so great.
And can I just tell you, she did the makeup for my cousin's wedding. We're at the wedding. She's doing my makeup, and she's like, I have a salon. I'm like,
yeah,
you have a salon? I said, I am hosting a menstrual product drive. If I bring around a flyer with like a QR code, can you just put it in your store?
That's
you
it.
don't have to donate money or anything else. I'll even bring the frame.
Yes.
I'll put this there. When your customers come, they will see it. If they want to get involved, it tells you where their donation's going, exactly what we're doing.
It's very
they
important.
can scan this, and that's it. She said, yes.
Yeah.
Drop it off tomorrow. What?
But that's
From
because
the wedding, do my makeup. Like,
Yes.
do you want, and it's right here in South Philly.
right in South Philly. But that's what I'm saying. Like, just good people. But all you have to do is you put it up. Someone will scan the code.
Yeah.
I love that.
And this goes towards this year. We decided to focus. This was our third menstrual product drive. I got word that a lot of schools in in Philadelphia, that don't have period products. And I was like, I'm already an activist for this. And I'm always looking for new ways. Our last 2 menstrual products, we donated to the first in the nation, the Menstrual Hub, which is in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And that's where we donated the first year. The second year, we did it to Teach One, Feed One, to women's shelters and stuff like that. And this year, since I found out about the schools, I was like, let's do this. I said, we'll donate to 7 schools, 100 packs of period products, 50 pads, 50 tampons, like packs, not individual, like packs. I put out a thing on social media to my Volunteer Together community asking, like, do you want to nominate a school? Like, thinking like people would go to, think about, did I go to a school, my public school, my Catholic school, did they have period products in our bathroom? Do I have a connection there? They did. Do I have connection there with someone that works there? Do I know someone?
Really
Am I an
idea.
alumni there?
Yes.
Like, it's simple.
The fact that we didn't have them in there,
Right,
like,
it's-
you ever remember someone saying, underneath, you have a pad?
Right. Very simple. Like, just, and I'm like, and
Just
people were
something there.
thinking about it, started nominating
That was a
schools.
great idea.
Right? Started nominating schools. I had over double the amount of schools nominated. I reach out to every school and I ask them, do they get funding for it? Because now that we had a big number, I only was able to do 7. Now that we had 14, I wanted to make sure we were donating to schools that needed it. Like, if they were getting funded, maybe I could get to them after I get the schools that weren't funded first. Out of the 14, 12 weren't getting funded, or they were getting $400 for the year, but that was with ice packs, Band-Aids,
Like
all of that. So, right. Winded up sharing the social media. The community comes together, put out the flyers. We've raised over 1,000 products. My parents and I, my friends, we dropped them off to the schools. I spoke to the nurses, spoke to the students, the girls.
I can only imagine what your parents' living room looks like.
The whole kitchen.
Yeah.
The whole kitchen. I'm like, Dad, I didn't know who it's from, organize it right. Because I was
remember
in
you
California.
texted me. You're like, I'm not sure if your brother sent this or you. I went, it's me. We share an Amazon Prime.
Yeah, because I'm in California, but I was hosting it in my city. I love giving back to my city. Like, and so everyone was involved. We had 1,000 things through the Amazon wish list show up. We were best friends with our Amazon delivery guys.
He knew you by name.
Knew us, like, dropping them off, and then we delivered them, and I got to talk to everyone. And like, you would not imagine the funding and what the nurses and what they have to go through, even just get the funding or get the products or like all of it. And the girls even being like, thank you. Like, it's not that I can't afford it. It's like sometimes I just forget it.
Yes.
And like, it's the whole mission. Like, it's not a luxury to, if you get your period, having a tampon or pad is not a luxury.
No.
Like, where do we live? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, I get it. You're just such a great person.
Why is it taxed? Why is there tax on menstrual products?
Yeah, it's crazy. It really is. Lisa, I don't know. Listen, what you're doing is an amazing thing. It really is. You thinking about this is so crazy. Like, it's becoming so successful. People are, like, they're buying these products for these girls to have.
And I didn't think I watched a documentary, Period End the Sentence, on Netflix. It's 30 minutes, won an Oscar in 2018, I believe. That's what gave me awareness that I didn't know period poverty exists.
Neither did I until you.
I didn't know
did this.
people didn't have access to education.
I had no
or
idea
products.
until you started posting about this. I had no
like,
idea.
It's not that we're not educated. It's that you just don't think about it.
I never thought about it before.
There's so many other moving parts, and we do other good things, and there's just, you don't think about it. And then when you think about it, and then when you just think about the logistics of it, I mean, now I walk into everywhere. I went to the casino the other night.
And they're there.
And I look.
Yes.
I just want to, because when they are there, I want to give. I went to Disney World. They were in my resort, a basket of tampons and pads.
I think that's really nice.
Acknowledge that.
Yeah, I think that's really nice.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So if you own a restaurant, a business, a library, if you're in a school, if your school doesn't have it, be a leader, step up, be like, wait, let's just put out a little basket.
Just a little thing.
Even if your community or your business or your store, you're like, the clients that come in here, they have it. It's not about that. What if they forget? We all know your period comes whenever it wants.
It just happens.
So like, it's just about, it's like the point about it, showing respect to like people that have their periods and like that, you know what I mean? And it's more about, I'm just making sure it definitely gets in the hands that people don't have access to it. and educating them on it. Some people don't even have education about it. They don't even know about the different things. So even educating, when I went to India, we taught a class and we did all that stuff. So there's a whole thing about it. I was unaware, and the documentary sparked the fire. And now I'm just using my platform and being a leader about it. And I'm so excited that I like gave you awareness.
Yes, I had no clue.
Because like, and
it
then,
never
like,
was a thought in my mind.
No.
Yeah.
And I didn't know either, but now we know.
Now we
we're
know.
doing something about it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's the best part about it.
Yeah. So tell me some of the things that you were coming home for. I mean, you're leaving tomorrow.
Yes.
And then you're coming back.
Yeah.
So tell me.
So I'm leaving tomorrow, and then I'm coming back this summer. I got to be home for Down the Shore.
Yes,
You know
have
about
to
that.
be.
Like,
yeah.
have to be on the beach, have to be down the shore, have to be at Duffers. As you all know, I like worked at Duffers for 13 years.
Yeah.
If you're down the shore, stop by Duffers. I'll be serving this
And you
summer.
say hello.
Yes, say hello. I'll hook you up. I'll be doing Duffers, and I'm also doing, for my second time, the triathlon in AC.
I thought that was so great. You
It's a
engendered
sprint
that.
triathlon.
Okay.
So 0.25 swim, 11-mile bike, 5K run.
Motivation, girlfriend.
A lot of like people at
training, you
PHL
have to
gym do it.
Okay.
A lot of my friends do it. Mom doing it with my cousins. I'm going to try to get together a team. Maybe you can like post about it if you're listening to this and you want
Yes.
to do it, but you're like scared. And like all shapes, sizes, like
Send me the link. I definitely
will.
will. I mean,
So
I won't
excited.
be doing it, because, but I'll post the link.
you should. A lot of silly
support
people
you.
do it. Maybe you come down there and do a little.
Yeah, that's a great idea,
You know,
Lisa.
so many people from Philly do the tribe.
That's really cool.
And it's such a vibe and supportive, and it's health. It's a health wellness.
I wish that I had like that in me to do this. Like
Girl,
need
I
to.
never thought. I know I just finished my first 10K
Yeah.
in Disney.
Amazing.
Like I can't
The
believe this is
Disney
even my
Princess
journey I'm on.
Run. Listen,
I'm
you
just,
are so amazing. Because, no,
you are just so amazing.
You
Like
are. You are, Lisa, because like I can't even get out of bed sometimes to like just
Stop.
do like a little Zumba
Every day ain't
exercise.
easy, you know.
And here you go. I see your motivation thing of you doing like your exercise stuff. I'm like, you
I
go,
appreciate it.
Lisa.
I
But
appreciate
guess what?
it.
Also living in LA doesn't it give you that little like boost, like
the sun,
the
the access to healthy food.
When I
mean,
went
it's-
out there to
it's-
record, I
it's,
felt that. I
yeah.
felt like that, like energy.
I come home, I just eat.
Yeah,
It's
like
all good food, homemade. My mom's chicken cutlets,
Mm-hmm.
my Aunt Rose's chocolate banana bread. My Aunt Mary came over, made me chicken cordon bleu, stopped at ground up for my chicken salad
You know what?
sandwich, have to have my cheesesteak, pizza,
You know what?
kashes,
So here it
the
is.
stromboli. I can't find a stromboli in LA. You want me to keep going? Like, I have, when I come here, like, I just, the food, the chicken cutlets, my dad's hot peppers. I mean, I
and your family, they make things.
All the rest,
your
I can't.
traditions that you have. Like I know that you make the candy
apples,
in
the
honor
ham
of your
pies,
grandmother,
the
right? Yeah,
everything.
Like I just think that like
big family traditions.
yeah, you're very big with family tradition. So am I. I think that. Well, when I was out in LA, I loved the weather. I loved the vibe, hated the food. There was nothing there that I liked. So I completely understand that
I
when you come home and you're just
my
like, I
mom,
want it all.
It's
I want
always
it
the
all.
first day I come home. We have a big family party.
That's so
Nothing
nice.
crazy. I mean, everyone
to
my
get
family lives
everyone
in the
to-
area.
yes.
Everyone comes here. We get all my favorite
You're all each other's
dishes,
neighbors.
and we split it because yes, I want my pizza, the stromboli. I can't eat everything.
Yeah.
So we have a little party, and I'll be picking. Sometimes I want my roast pork with the hot pepper. I can have a little.
You get a little
I
taste.
have to. And then I go back and then I'm able to stay motivated. I'm training with these things. I'm trying to make fitness and wellness a big thing, trying to be a platform for girls that look like me.
Yes.
Because I'm thick, but I'm also so
You're strong. You are so
I am
strong.
thick and I am fit and I'm trying to make that.
mentally and physically. You are a strong person. Like you
Thanks.
really are. Give us like some inspiration for someone who may want to be an actor or actually who would they want to do something in their life, but they're afraid of moving out of the city or I don't know, just like give an inspirational message. You're just an inspirational person. So give just
100%.
little message.
Am I looking at you? Is this like where I look at a camera?
You know
like
what?
where
However you feel.
Okay.
Do your thing.
a lot of people will come to me and say, I want to move. I'm scared. I want to do acting. I don't know how to how to start into it and all of that. I understand that. I am a dreamer and I'm going to chase my dreams and I'm not going to give up. And you have to have faith and having support. Like we talked about it all through this conversation, Philly with just our friends, our family, our community. It's huge. It's truly what helps me be able to be out there. It's not easy. It's hard.
Yes.
It's very hard. I remind myself to be gentle with myself, remind myself that it takes time. I'm not going to be in a movie tomorrow. I moved to LA knowing nobody, went out without a car, found my roommate on Gypsy Housing on Facebook. Like, how are you going to just go in there and start filming at Warner Brothers? They don't know you. Like, what? You have to, like, so don't get too overwhelmed. If you want to just sit back, take some time, do a gratitude journal, focus, take time to yourself. What do you really want? Why do you want it? What are you doing it for? You're doing this podcast. What are you doing it for? Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, think about this. It makes the process a lot easier. It's not overwhelming because at the end of the day, I'm not really like, I already have everything I want.
Yes.
I'm doing it.
You're happy, you're content.
Doing my nonprofit. I come home when I want to, and I work to get me to come home. So just follow your dreams, as everyone says. Be kind to yourself. Be gentle to yourself. It's hard. So do what makes you happy.
Yes.
If you do that, it'll balance. It's going to be hard. Like it took me a lot of hard work. I balance it with doing what makes me happy. I do these volunteer things that makes me happy last night. So then I could wake up and then do all my work stuff.
Because you feel high on life.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's all about balance. Maybe that's my thing. It's balance.
It's balance.
Balance.
I love that.
Yeah,
that's
me
great.
too. I didn't think I was going to say that, but like, it's balance. It's balance, baby.
It's balance.
You know?
Lisa, I enjoy talking to you. Like, we could talk for hours and hours and hours. But guess what? I think I'm going to do a little something with you in the summer. I think that would be fun.
We have so much I want to do. I want to film a movie with you.
Ooh,
Any creatives out there, hit me up.
Yes, let's do it.
I want to form a creative LA family with filmmakers, actors. Like, I have my volunteer, but I also, as we talked about today, I'm an actor, and I want to create some good stuff.
Yes.
And you're already doing it. Like, I'm so proud of you. I'm sorry, I have to say it.
I'm proud of you.
Thank
I
you.
am. Like,
We're killing it. I love this for us.
Love it for us. Yes. Two girls from South Philly dreaming, and we're doing things that we love.
I really are.
You know?
Yeah.
Love this. If you want, check out Lisa Leone on social media with all the amazing things that she's doing. If you want to volunteer, if you want to see all the crazy things that she does.
Honestly, anything. Yeah.
Her fitness journey, her motivational stuff, her acting things. Like, I can go on and on and on. So check her out. Please do so. Thank you once again, Lisa.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I'm so excited. I'm so proud of you.
And we have to do our closing.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Remember, keep your eyes on the city and your ears on the buzz.
I love that. That's so cute.
Thank you.